going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are having a great and lovely day. Today we're going to be working on the Mustang. I actually still do have the Mustang. Like, people are already like following me and whatnot, but they always ask me if I have the Mustang or when am I going to make more videos on the Mustang. And yes, I still do have it. I just haven't really touched it. Like you guys saw on my first video when I got back, I talked to you guys about how I was having a bit of a problem with my personal life, and during that whole time the car just sat there, but I wasn't able to get the paperwork just because, for those of you guys that live in California, you guys know what I mean by that. And I was going to get it done last weekend, but my car started having a flashing check engine, and I literally had a turtle head poking out. Because I have my Mini Cooper in the shop right now. I'll tell you guys more about that. I pretty much have an idea of what the problem is. So I will be making a video on how to wire in new connectors for the fuel injectors and the ignition coils itself. So stay tuned for that. Now I do have a bunch of content coming up for you guys. I have a couple of things that actually came in the mail as well. The wheels for the videos were actually supposed to go up before this video. So originally you guys would have seen the video for the wheels first, then this one. We are going to have to give some of our attention to the Mustang, just because never let your car sit, guys. It's not good. We have some cosmetic damage that is going to need to get addressed. But other than that, let's get back to this video. Let me go ahead and show you guys the car part. So for today's video, we're going to be replacing this piece right here. I believe this is called an inner window weather strip. So pretty much if you guys have some window tint on your car and notice there's like some scratches or pretty much white lines, you need to replace this. If you turn this over, you'll have like a sway material. So initially that sway piece right there will pretty much get dry and turn into a hard plastic and just scratch the shit out of your window tint, which, let's be honest, nobody wants that. As always, I will be leaving the link to the part I use in the description below. And just in case that link isn't working for you guys or it just doesn't exist when you guys do end up watching this video, this is the part number you guys will want to use if you guys are having trouble finding the part. So now let's go ahead and install this piece. Now that we're out here with the 3-valve, it was currently raining. Hopefully it doesn't continue, at least until I finish doing this. But we have a lot of things to address on it. Things that weren't there before. For example, come down here, you can see this fender is going to need some repairing right here. And pretty much same thing goes for the driver's side. I don't know how that happened. We also have this scratch right here, which I might have to sand and fill in, then sand again, just because it goes in pretty deep. And since I am going to wrap the car, we are going to have to pretty much get it nice and smooth. At least I am going to do that, just because I want to make sure the wrap lays down good and nothing really like pops through as far as like scratches or anything like that. And then we have some nicks on the door itself, which I will have to sand because there is some light surface rust. So I will have to sand that and fill back in. Coming to the back, we also have these holes are starting to pop through, which is where the fake gas cap used to be, which isn't a big deal because I normally run a badge on there, so it usually covers it. Then on top of that, when I do wrap it, I might just leave it covered. And then the biggest damage of it all, I don't know how well you guys can see it, but if you guys see all that, it's all pretty much rust that's starting to pop through. I'm going to have to sand this pretty much good, and hopefully it doesn't go too deep. It doesn't seem like it goes too deep, so I am going to sand this. Depending on how deep it goes, I'll see if we have to use some body fitter. Hopefully not, but we'll just have to see. If I look to the right, you guys can see all these damn scratches on my window tint. Honestly, I don't remember if it was like that when I bought it or if it just started happening as I owned it. But it's pretty much like that on both sides. Driver's side is down and the trims are removed, just because I was actually starting this video yesterday, but I have the rest of my tools in the Mini Cooper, which is at the shop, and I didn't have any sockets to remove the bolts that are along the door panel. But now we look at the door, it actually has two weather strips. It has the outer one and the inner one, which is this skinny one right here. And if we close the door and look inside of it, you can see that pretty much sway material right here is pretty much gone. And it's nothing but literally plastic that ends up rubbing against the windows itself, causing the scratches. So initially, to remove the door panel is pretty simple. You do want to pop off the trim or the cover for the window motor, just because it covers this bracket or part right here. So you will have to remove that in order to remove this so it doesn't bump in. From there, you have this plastic cover that fits in here. It's kind of annoying and difficult to pop out, but it does pop out. And you have one of these guys in there. I forget the name of these type of, I forget, I don't know, I don't remember the name. But you have one of these guys right in there. Same thing goes for here. You'll have this plastic trim that you'll just pop out, and you'll have another one right in there that you'll want to unscrew. Lastly, you have all these bolts that pretty much run along the door panel itself, and you'll just want to unscrew it and remove it. Also, what the hell happened to my light right here? So we finally have this door panel off. I did finish the driver's side, but I forgot to record. This is pretty much how it's looking right now. So this whole entire piece right here is a new piece that we just changed, and it is looking pretty fresh, I'm not gonna lie. While I was in there, I also did go ahead and remove this outer window weather strip. Did clean underneath the weather strip where the metal itself was on both sides, as well as this weather strip, because it had a lot of like caked in mud and like little pieces of leaves stuck inside. So I did go ahead and clean that off. Now in order to remove this, it's actually pretty simple. All you do is grab onto the side from here, pretty much, just pull it up. It does take a bit of grip strength, but put it like that and it comes out. Look at that, look how bad that is. So pretty much this is what was causing my windows to scratch up. Even has all that white residue. I'm not too sure what it is. I'm guessing it's like the sanding water that came off when they did paint the car. And also remove this outer one to clean it. I don't have a new one, so I'm just going to give it a nice little clean. This one's kind of difficult to take off. Just gonna give it a nice little clean and then reinstall it. This is pretty much how it's looking. It is pretty dirty, so I am going to go ahead and give all this a nice little clean, put you guys on a time lapse so you guys can enjoy. Then I'll pick up the camera once I pretty much have everything done. So once you're ready to put this outer one back on, there's like a little hole right there. I don't know how well you can see it, but there's a little hole where this stud right here will pretty much go into. So you want to make sure that you actually, stick it in there. But I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then pretty much put everything back together and pick up the camera once I'm done with that. And there you have it, guys. Just like that, we just replaced the inner window weather strip for this 05 to 09 Mustang GT.